here properties of ionic compound. Now, what are the properties of ionic compound? First, we will discuss the physical nature. The physical nature. So, physical nature of the ionic compound, usually they are solid. They are solid and hard. Solid and hard. Generally brittles. Generally brittle. Okay. So the physical nature is hard and solid and hard. Generally they are brittle. Then boiling and melting point. This melting point and boiling point. The MP BP indicates boiling and melting and boiling point. So usually the ionic compound having high melting and high boiling point. So they have high melting and boiling point. So they have high melting and boiling point. Then third one is solubility. Solubility. Usually the ionic compounds are soluble in water. Ionic compounds are soluble in water. Why they are soluble in water? Because this H2O having H plus and OH minus. That's why this means this is polar in nature. Usually polar substances are dissolved in polar solvent. So water is a polar solvent, so that they are dissolved in but not soluble in organic solvent. But not soluble in organic solvent. What are organic solvent? Benzene, acetone, like this. So these are the carbon tetrachloride, carbon disulfide. So these are the organic solvent. The organic solvent generally not that is insoluble in the ionic compound. Ionic compounds are generally soluble only in polar substances. So this having like this. Then conduction of heat and electricity. That is generally conductivity. Conductivity means that is generally they conduct heat and electricity. They generally conduct heat and electricity. That is that electricity in molten and as well as in solution state. Molten, only in molten and solution state, but not in solid state. Not conducting. For example, iron sulfate or sodium chloride substance that is solid in nature means it won't conduct electricity. When it goes a molten state, this solid form, so won't conduct electricity. But in molten state or in solution form, it conduct electricity and heat. Why? Because of the it having a free valence electron, so that it conduct electricity. In solid state, it does not have any free electrons in this state. That is why they didn't conduct electricity. Okay, student. Then next is occurrence of metal. We will see occurrence of metal. So occurrence of metals means what? That is mineral, ores and gangue. First, minerals. You must know what are minerals. So the elements are compound. That is, the elements are compound which occur naturally in the earth crust. That is called mineral. That means the elements are compound. Elements are compounds which occurs naturally in the earth crust. Naturally in the earth crust. So these are called minerals. Then ores. That means ores means what? Minerals that contain very high percentage of the particular metal another metal can be that is profitably extracted from it. Such minerals are called ores. See, the minerals means minerals that contain very high percentage of particular metal, and the metal can be profitability extracted from it. Such minerals are called ores. So these are called ores. Then gangue, GANGUE, gangue. This means this is impurities, type of impurity. Usually, ores are contains with large amount of impurities such as soil, sand. So these are called gangue. This means ores are usually contaminated with large amount of impurities. So like soil, sand. So these are called gangue. Okay. Then how to extract the metal? They have several processes, that is enrichment of ore, extraction of metal, and refining of metal, that is refining process. First, extraction metals from ore. First, how extraction metal from ore. Extraction of metal from ore. First step 1, enrichment of ore. Second one, extraction of metals. Third one, step 3, refining of metals. First, the enrichment of ore means usually here that ore and gangue. So first, this contains enrichment of generally ore and gangue. Then extraction. Extraction means the gangues are removed. So here the metal only ore contains. Then the refining process undergoes. You will be getting pure metal. So this is the process, extraction process of metal. So first we will discuss the step 1. Step 1 means what? Here the enrichment of ore. Here the so many processes are involved. That is, you have to remove the impurities like gangue. How to remove the impurities? They have several techniques are there. That is called hydraulic washing, magnetic separation, froth flotation, leaching, like this. It is the process of removing gangue, that is impurities. That is these techniques methods are following techniques are used in this process. That is, first one, hydraulic washing. Magnetic, second one is magnetic separation. Third one is froth flotation process. Then leaching or chemical separation. or leaching. See, in this studies you are going to learn in higher studies. That is in 12th standard. There is one lesson that is called isolations of general principles and isolations of element. How to extract. Generally, I will discuss here. Here also, just take down this hydraulic washing. What is hydraulic washing? The hydraulic washing means that is gravity separation. This is also called gravity separation. So the first one, the hydraulic washing, also called the gravity separation. That is, in this process usually crushed ores washed by water stream, washed by the water stream. If an ore is denser than gangue, if the ore is denser than gangue, then the gangue particles are washed away. So with the water stream and the heavy ores are remain. So that this is called hydraulic washing. I will tell you again. The process crushed ores washed by water stream. If an ore is denser than gangue, then the gangue particles are washed away with water stream and heavy ores are remains. That's mean behind the ore. That's mean the ore here, the ore of tin, lead, also used and also used for a gold refining. See, the hydraulic washing is usually in this ores are used. Then second one is for magnetic separation. The magnetic separation means the magnetic properties. They have using rollers. That means the magnetic principle, using of that magnetic principle. This method applied when ore and gangue particles are different magnetic properties. That means they have a different roller. That is, the magnetic particles are present in one side and the gangue particles are present in another side. That is the magnetic separation roller. So that will learn in higher studies. So usually the magnetite, chromatite, manganese are used. Magnetite, chromite and manganese ores are using this magnetic separation. Then froth flotation process, usually sulfide ores. So the froth flotation process is what? That is the process for the separating the hydrophobic and the hydrophilic. Here, the second one is here. Then this is hydrophobic and hydrophilic. What is hydrophobic and hydrophilic? That is, hydrophobic is not mixed with water. Hydrophilic, mixing of water, mixed with water. So here you have to use, that is generally the process used in a sulfide ores, that is using of pine oil and water. Pine oil and water. So here the non-soluble properties, that is called hydrophobic, and hydrophilic is water. So mixed with water. So usually the sulfides ores are separated like this. So example, zinc sulfide, copper sulfide ores are separated like this only. Then last one is chemical leaching. What is the chemical and leaching process? Usually ores are soluble and gangues are insoluble. That is called with a suitable solvent. That is called chemical leaching or chemical separation. So here ores are soluble. And gangue are insoluble. That is in this using of cylindrical vessels, pressure cylindrical vessel, the ore converted into metal salt. Ores are converted into metal salt. For example, zinc sulfide, oxygen react with sulfuric acid. So 2 moles of zinc. So you will be getting zinc sulfate and water molecule and sulfide gas. Here the sulfur gas will goes out. So this is the extraction process of the metal. Hydraulic washing, magnetic separation, Froth flotation process and chemical leaching are separated. The extraction process of metal in low reactivity series we will discuss in next class.